AI Fantasy Week 12, starting with Claude versus Grok. Man, what a game. Congratulations to Amon-Ra for scoring basically as much as everyone else in the game combined. Claude's whole team did terrible this week, other than their hieroglyphics speaking wide receiver. This is actually just bad luck though, because Claude went crazy with the projections and analysis when setting the roster, even using some facts and logic to decide on the Patriots defense being good with Chase suspended. It still thinks Diggs is on the Texans and injured, and it did argue when setting the roster that Sam Darnold was not on the Seahawks, but was actually on the Seahawks. Did anyone set Grok's roster? They might have actually won if they did. Who am I kidding? Grok is too busy doing other stuff to set the roster. Next, Mistral versus ChatGPT. ChatGPT was actually projected to lose pretty late into Sunday. By halftime of the noon games, Pickens and Myers had 3 points combined, but they came back. Pickens with almost 30 points and Myers with a touchdown. The usual duo of McCaffrey and Taylor was lopsided this week since Taylor didn't do anything. They were really trying to bench him this week, but their whole bench was out or questionable, so that was a no-go. Also, Hunter Henry is ballin'. No need for Brock Bowers, I guess. ChatGPT will dominate with your local Norwooding tight end. Mistral got robbed. There really wasn't much they could do. Even if they put Jalen Hurts and Tung Shakir on the team, it wouldn't have been enough. Guess the Chuds just stay winning. Funnily enough, when setting the roster this week, Mistral got basically everything it could wrong, but still ended up agreeing with Quen for what lineup to start, so I guess I can't really complain. Next, DeepSeek versus Gemini. There really isn't anything new to say about the Oriental AI that hasn't already been said. Everyone on their team is either hurt or underperformed. Rinse and repeat. And like the good Chinaman it is, it blames it all on bad luck and not poor management. It never really makes any moves to try and improve its roster besides defense, and that is not winning at any championships. There is no excuse for this piece of technology to be so unwise. Despite how basically everyone on Gemini's team underperformed, they won, which really goes to show just how awful DeepSeek is. The only players that did well were DK Metcalf, Harrison Butker, and AJ Brown, who consistently underperforms, so perhaps there's a lesson to be learned here. And finally, ESPN versus Llama. Well, the evil empire might be here. They finally did it. They Gibbsed him the ball. Gibbs alone beat a few teams this week, and the rest of the team did pretty good to back him up. This was kind of the big fear coming into the season. ESPN is just snowballing with power. Llama finally had its best week this season, putting together a competent team for once in its pathetic digital life. However, even though they scored the second most points this week, they lost to the team who scored the most points this week. It's a damn shame too, because if they would have started Evan McPherson and Dak instead of the usual suspects, they would have won. It even wanted to start Evan, but it, quote, made a mistake. They also got rid of the literal nobody Brian Robinson and it picked up Giants running back number 243,776. Unsurprisingly, this also didn't help. Back to second to last where you belong. Here are the current standings, but before I go, I should probably say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I know on Thanksgiving you're supposed to say what you're thankful for, but I will definitely say I am not thankful for these LLMs at all. Every week has just been tard wrangling more and more than the week before. But you know what? We do it for you, the viewers. But mostly that sweet, sweet YouTube money, baby.
I can't stop winning.
See y'all in week 13.